Hello everyone, my name is MJ Vilches, and this is probably part 1 of a series of videos where I will be sharing my workflow in creating a 3D art in Blender 2.82a. It's the latest version of Blender as of the making of this workflow. I don't know if I should call it a tutorial. It's not really a tutorial, it's just me sharing to you my workflow, and hopefully you'll learn from it. So yeah, we are going to make a 3D art. It's going to be an art that I'll be making for the Underland Project Art Challenge. And right now, I'll be working on the entry for this month, April. So yeah, I'll be working on any scenes within the chapters 7 to 9. And I actually decided on what I'm going to do. And yeah, I'm going to do the part where Gregor was holding the torch in front of him as an act of defending himself and his little sister from enemies. So yeah, if you haven't read Gregor the Overlander yet, this video will have some spoilers probably about what happens. So yeah, just if you haven't read Gregor the Overlander yet, you might wanna not watch this. But if you don't mind, just keep on watching. I might not even give away that much anyway. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So yeah, here we are in Blender, the default layout for Blender. And unfortunately for the default cube, we're going to have to delete it for now, because I am going to be appending our Gregor model. Yeah, let's just do that. Append. And I'm going to be looking for it. It's got to be in Doodlemo's projects. The Underland Project. Blender projects. Characters. Gregor Final. Gregor Final. Gregor Final. Yeah, there's a lot of finals. I bet some Blender users can relate to that. But yeah, I'm gonna append a whole collection where Gregor is in it. Yeah, there's Gregor. Actually model him based on the actual size of an 11-year-old kid using the Blender units in metric. So he should be just the size of a cube, I think. Wait. It's just the size. And here we are deleting the default cube only to put in a new one. So yeah, it's just about, the default cube is like 1 meter. Its height is 1 meter, as you can see here. And an average adult is about that size. So an 11-year-old would be that short. I don't know. But yeah, that's how I modeled Gregor. And I've separated, using collections, all the elements that is associated with this character. So the hide collection is where all the custom shapes are for the bones. And the proxies, of course, are proxies for the hair and the eyebrows. Because I won't be able to pose him around or animate him if these are turned on. Because it would be really laggy, as you can see right here. So I'm gonna turn off the vertical system here and also the eyebrows, which I did following Nazar Mischenko's eyebrow tutorial. So yeah, now we can slightly move him smoothly. The subdivision surface probably turned on for the shirt here, so I'm also gonna be turning that off for the viewport. And probably also the pants. No, they're all off except the solidify, which is fine. Also, I think the eyes, I should probably turn that off too, just so it's it's kind of smooth. So now we have the character right here. I can easily move him without lagging. So my plan for this artwork is actually, him, like I said, him holding the torch, defending himself, and Boots will be right behind him on a backpack. And his clothes, I'm actually going to also change his clothes because he's not going to be wearing these clothes during that moment in the story. He's already wearing a regalian outfit for guests, or for probably the common guest outfit that they give to people, to overlanders. That's what they call people who has fallen into their city, the Underland, which is like deep under New York City. So I'm just gonna be posting him around on a position where he's like, defending. So placing the torch between him and dangerous enemies in front of him. Behind him would be the wall of a cave, which we'll be adding later. So right now I'm just gonna be. I won't really worry about his bottom parts right here because I won't be including it. It's just going to be like a medium shot of Gregor. So I'm just gonna Alt R, Alt G this. So that's putting the camera on its default position, which is right in the middle of the world origin there. And I'm just gonna rotate it on the x-axis 90, and I probably have to turn on the screencast right there, so you'll see what I'm pressing. So yeah, I'm just gonna be moving the camera. This is just gonna be a temporary position, just to show you my plans. But yeah, I'm just gonna most likely just show Gregor's upper part here as he hold the. It's like an action shot actually. Gregor would be the subject, and there's gonna be like foreground elements of the enemies, which you'll know soon enough. Probably going there. I'm not sure yet how I'm gonna do them. Whether I draw them using grease pencil or actually just model a portion of them. But yeah, I don't have models for the enemies yet. For the bad ones of. This is actually Gregor's first encounter of the enemies of of everyone in the Underland. Well, not exactly everyone, I don't know. But yeah, I don't really want to spoil too much. That's why I'm not saying what enemy that is. I'll only be saying that later when I'm actually working on them. But yeah, I'm just gonna be posting around Gregor here to a position. And yeah, I'm actually gonna be changing his position a lot in this process. So, and yeah, let's now pick a folder where we will save our file. So yeah, thank God for my subconscious of Control S-ing all the time. And it has become like a subconscious now, the Control S, which reminds me that I haven't saved yet. And it's actually very important to save your files. Yeah, I'm gonna save it, artworks. I'm gonna put it on a different folder. I'm gonna call this folder A Son of the Sun. A Son of the Sun. That's gonna be what this artwork will be, because this particular moment in the book kind of like shows or tells the enemy that, because Gregor is holding up the torch right on his face, so they kind of see him and they're surprised because he looks familiar. He must be the Son of the Sun. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna call this artwork, A Son of the Sun. And you'll know that what that means if you've read Gregor the Overlander by Suzanne Collins, the same author who wrote The Hunger Games. She wrote Gregor the Overlander first, Underland Chronicles. It's a series of books, 5 books in total. And I think, and most people think who read the book, that it's more awesome. I think it's more awesome than The Hunger Games. And the whole reason the Underland Project, one of the reasons that Underland Project happened is because of The Hunger Games being made into a film, having a movie adaptation, and Gregor kind of like forgotten. Nobody even knows. Not many knows the existence of Gregor the Overlander. It's really underrated, but it's also really awesome. So yeah, if you haven't read Gregor the Overlander yet, I suggest you give it a read. So we're just gonna position Gregor here into that. I'm gonna start with Gregor, and then I'm gonna be appending boots later on. And we're gonna be modeling elements that I need for the artwork, but I haven't really modeled yet. And the purpose of it will just only for a still render, not for animation. So it's probably gonna be more detailed than his clothes here. I don't know. We'll see. we'll see how this thing goes. That's kind of like, that's why I don't really have a gauge on how long it takes me to finish an artwork, because it really depends on the artwork, and I don't really make 3D still renders, 3D arts that much, so I can't really estimate how long it would take me or how far I would go in the artwork in 1 hour. That's why this is going to be a series of videos where I'll be sharing the workflow, and yeah, I don't know how long it will take. It's probably going to take like an hour per part. We'll see. So yeah, just gonna pose him around. Right there. So we're gonna be holding a torch right on his right hand right here. So this is probably like an older version of the Rigify, because I rigged Gregor in 2.79 before 2.80. And I think Rigify had updates, and I don't really want to have to rig Gregor again, because I also added like a clothes rig for him. Okay, I need to append also the text, the script file, so that we can have the we can have like the UI for the rig. We can go to scripting and open that file, and then just run script. And that should give us the rig layers. So yeah, I also added this little option here. I added a clothes rig for Gregor, which I added on this old version of the Rigify. That's why I don't want to have to like rig again and do everything again, because that's gonna take even more time. And I already moved on to production stage, and I think Gregor's already nicely rigged. So having to do it again just to get the newer version would probably be a waste of time. There's not really a significant like change in the rig, just kind of like how the custom shapes looks. I think that's what I saw as changes for the Blender 2.80 version. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep going with this. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the clothes rig and the root, because we're not gonna be moving that. And also, no, we're gonna need the legs for now. I'm also gonna turn off the face for now, so we can have a cleaner viewport here. So yeah, let's just kind of just pose him here. I probably have to like also pose his face already, so we can already see that intense look on his face as he tries to defend himself. It's gotta be a cringe here. Not exactly a cringe, like an angry alarm face, however that looks. I'm just gonna try to see. Gregor is the first model that I modeled for the Underland project, so he's not exactly perfect, or there's features of him that I too don't like now that I know more. I know much of modeling, but I'm gonna stick with it because I already I want to show to you the results of what one guy who barely has knowledge in modeling and animating and stuff. I want to show you how it really looks, from start to finish. I won't be changing too much for episode 1. Even if there are mistakes, I'm gonna keep them in just to show you. I mean, I'm not gonna really like on purpose add a mistake that would be too prominent on the models, but if there are if Gregor's topology is not that great, but they're enough, I think, to show you Gregor's face. And having to change everything would just bring me back to when I started it, and I don't really want to do that because I already moved on to the next stage. But yeah, for now, right now, Gregor really looks great anyways. But yeah, Gregor is my first model. So he's not that great looking, and his topology is not that great. Especially at the eyebrow part right here. But we will keep going. I actually plan to remodel Gregor once I work on the next episodes, if I ever even end up working on them. But yeah, we'll see. I'm just gonna keep posting him here. Let's focus on the task at hand, which is to create this 3D artwork for TUP Art Challenge, which is, if you don't know, is a challenge that I kind of started myself to like indicate to the people who are following, the underlying project, that I am still working on the project. So, yeah, the animation for the final video, for the final product, is taking time, and I needed something that I can do quickly to tell you guys that yes, I am still working on the underlying project, and I intend to finish it. So yeah, as long as I'm doing this TUPR challenges, that means I'm working on the underlying project. So yeah, you can also join in with the underlying project. One of the reasons why I started is to add, is to make more fan arts for the series, because there's not much fan arts around. So yeah, this is also one of the reasons the underlying project started, is to make more fan arts for Gregor the Overlander for the series. I just want to initiate something that hopefully other people who are also a fan of the series, will follow or something. So yeah, I need to decrease the clip start here, because that's really pissing me off, the clipping there. Okay, then. So I might have to separate. Just need a separate viewport to see here. So Boots would be asleep behind him, so you won't really be able to see her that much, I guess. But we'll see. I'm just gonna try and move it around and make sure this is off of this view right here. And yeah, just gonna like ha face, because he's swinging the torch in front of him to keep the enemies, keep the enemies back so that they won't attack him, because he's cornered, and he needed to buy some time so that help will come and that he wouldn't be killed. So yeah, Gregor the Overlander, I think, is targeted for kids, for children, but it's got some like nasty deaths in the story. It's really weird. Other fans have questioned that as well. I think I've read it on some discussions that I've seen, especially on Discord, which you can also join by going to the link below. Check out the Underland Discord, which is one of the active fan community of the Underland Chronicles. So you may or may not know, English is not my native language. I'm a Filipino, but since most of you guys don't really come from Philippines, I have to speak in English so that you'd understand. I also plan to make Filipino tutorials soon, if more Filipinos, follow Doodle Notes or the Doodle Boat or me in YouTube or something. But for now, since most of you are not really Filipinos, I have to speak in English so that you guys would understand. So yeah, I'm just gonna I'm gonna be like posting the first half of his and the other half of his face here, because I'm just gonna be Control C, copy post, Control Shift V. So yeah, this option comes out because I turned on the copy attributes add-on You probably don't have that by default. But yeah, I needed this because sometimes I want to copy some constraints, and this is I want to copy constraints from one bone to another, and that is enabling me to do it and copy, everything that is in here. You can copy and paste to a different bone or something. So yeah, I think Gregor's has too wide there. And it's also best to not symmetrize them. They need to be asymmetric, just to add more, I don't know, dynamic I don't know what the term is. I think dynamic is the term, but probably wrong. Anyways, let's keep going. Be moving stuff. And I'm gonna be changing this to a textured view so we can color texture so we can see his eyes. So yeah, it's gonna take some time. It probably won't take time for you guys, but it takes time for me because I'm working on an i5 laptop and it's not really that fast. So yeah, I'm just gonna be posing for this. I'm gonna bring back the torso, bones, and the arm. The leg is probably fine now. Let's move that front. So yeah, I'm gonna be changing this from time to time. I'm just initially posing him so that I can get started. Initially posing him so that I can add other elements one by one until the whole 3D art is complete. So yeah, I'm also going to be appending the torch now so we can position it properly. File, append. Be looking for that torch. It should be right inside our objects. So yeah, I've cataloged or organize the folders of each elements that I need, because that's important. It's important to do that. So I'm importing the entire torch collection. So yeah, and I'm gonna Shift S, cursor to selected here, Control Tab, back to object mode, Shift S, and selection to cursor, keep offset. So just to snap the torch right there. Tell you what, I'm gonna keep moving. Keep moving it so that it snaps right on Gregor's palm right there. Control Tab, RYY. I'm gonna make Gregor hold on to the torch and turn on the fingers. RXX. So others are probably used to moving each bones using the gizmo, which can be turned on right here. Right here, you can turn on the gizmo right here for the move, rotate, move, scale. So then moving it like that. But it's really slow for me, so I'm not gonna use that. I'm just gonna use the RXX if I want it to move to the local x-axis of the bone, and RYY for the y-axis is quicker for me. And I can turn off the view if I want, and just if I want to rotate on the x-axis. So let's do that for each bone. Make Gregor grip that torch. So hands are probably one of those things, one of the parts of a character that's very expressive, and if you make mistake positioning them or posing them, it just doesn't look right. It's not appealing. So we're gonna be posing this around until we get a nice appealing look on the fingers. So it looks appealing in the eye and the artwork. His hands are really great, even if you're drawing it in 2D. It's one of the difficult things. It's one of the challenging things that you draw. But it's also when you figure it out, it just looks awesome. So yeah, I'm just gonna. So yeah, one of the things that I don't like about the Gregor model is his hand. I did not model it right, but we have got to keep going. I want to use what I started, I want to use the model that I started modeling 2 years ago and make animations with it. So yeah, I guess that's fine for now. We can just edit it later. I don't think that the torch should be that straight. It should be like this, slanted like that. Because when you hold something, it's not really like straight like that. It also follows like your hand, I guess. Not too curved. I'm gonna move it up a bit. Okay. Just rotating it around. So yeah, let's keep pulsing the hand. The fingers. Just adjusting it. Might be too confusing. Oh, wrong. This one. I don't think show overlays as a keyboard shortcut. It's probably too curved right now, but wait. Okay, that's just gonna bring it back this way. Just really positioning it so that it looks nice and doesn't look awkward. So we're just gonna be fixing that, little by little later. Or now. But sometimes while you're like doing this, like changing the pose, you kind of like get used to the wrong look sometimes, and then later when you look at it again after doing something else, you'll see that it doesn't work. So you're gonna change it again. So yeah, that often happens to me, but I'm slowly like kind of seeing it right away. That's why procrastinating is important for artists as well, because if you're looking at your artwork for a very long time, sometimes you don't really see the mistakes. You'll just see it later after after sleeping for a few hours, or just doing anything that makes you forget about it for a while. Then you're gonna look at it and see that there's actually a lot of stuff wrong about it. So yeah, that doesn't look like. It's really gripping it. I'm probably gonna be moving around some. Okay. Maybe I'll let that clip there for now. So, yeah, may have to go closer. I'm gonna change the camera's focal length as well. Set it to 200 to kind of give it like an orthographic view. And I just really want to achieve like a maybe from a lower angle. and just move this, and maybe move the shoulder. A son of the sun. An overland warrior. A son of the sun. That's kind of like that's the prophecy. Prophecy of Gray. I think I can recite it. It's still in my head. It's kind of difficult to forget once you've read the book many times. Prophecy of Gray. Starts with, beware, Underlanders. Time hangs by a thread. The hunters are hunted. White water runs red. And I think the next is an overland warrior, a son of the sun. May bring us back hope, may bring us back none. But gather your neighbors and follow his call, or rats will surely devour us all. So yeah, that kind of spoils the 2 over 2 under of royal descent. 2 crawlers, 2 spinners. 2 crawlers, 2 flyers, 2 spinners ascent. 1 nowhere beside, and 1 lost up ahead. And 8 will be dead. 8 will be left when we count up the dead. The last will stand must decide. The last will die must decide where he stands. The fate of the 8 is contained in his hands. So bid him take care. Bid him look where he leaps. For life may be death. And death, life again, reaps. I think that's how it goes. The prophecy of Gray, which is the first prophecy that mentioned the warrior. And I think you can already guess who the warrior is. Which, you don't really have to guess because I already told you through the prophecy who the warrior is. A son of the sun. So yeah, is that good enough? I want it to look great. I think I've seen poses like this on other artworks as well. It's one of the common poses, or not just artworks, but also in movies, shot like this. And I don't remember, I can't really show an example because I don't remember which movies I've seen it on. Yeah, I think there's one in Avatar. When Jake Sully is about to be eaten by a lot of those hyena creatures in Pandora. And he's swinging his torch-like staff. It's kind of what I'm imagining actually. Okay, I think I need to reduce the focal length here. Or maybe not. Maybe we can keep going with this. 200 millimeters. I'm not really a photographer or that knowledgeable and stuff like that. So yeah. I'm not sure about focal length and stuff, but I'm pretty sure some of you are great at that thing. But yeah, I haven't really gotten to studying that yet. The whole photography thing. I have a little bit of knowledge about it, not too much, and I think that kind of helps in helping me get my own, art into it, because I don't want it to to always look like what everyone else is doing. And what everyone else is doing is following, the rules, the standards. And sometimes I kind of like, divert from that. Divergent. I haven't really read the books. I mean, I think I have. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm not really that much of a reader. I listen to audiobooks nowadays because I can't really like sit down and read because I have to like, do this stuff like animation. So no more reading. I can only listen to audiobooks. And I think I've listened to the whole Divergent series audiobook once. Yeah. Let's try and position this properly. Just really want to nail that look before heading into different elements. Huh. Take you that, you rats. So Gregor here is cornered by rats. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you. He's cornered by rats. He's trying to keep them off him with a torch. And the rats was like, not because they're scared of the torch, but because they saw something. And that's why I titled this A Son of the Sun. Because they saw that he is. Mark you shed his shade. Yeah, I remember that from the book. That's what one of the rats said. It's Fanger and Shed, I think. The rats that is attacking him here. And Fanger said, Mark you shed his shade. And then Shed said, I mark it, Fanger. But he's but a boy. Think you he is? You think that he is? The thingy? And Fanger said, he is not if we kill him. And then they attacked him. And Gregor was dead. No, that's not what happened. What happened, you'll know if you've read the book. And yeah, this part is actually in episode 5 of the Underland project. But I don't even know if I'll ever reach that far into the project, because that's a battle scene, and I really want to make a battle scene, actually. I want to be able to make a battle scene and just, make it epic, make it awesome. I have like ideas for the battle scene during this part. It gets me excited to think about it, but I'm not even sure if I'll get that far into the project. But yeah, I really want to make a battle scene. That battle scene would be a nice practice. Oh, I do hope I'll be able to make episode 5. Not really sure what the future of the project is, but right now I want to focus on finishing episode 1 and then see what happens after that. So I'm just gonna turn on. So what I did here is added a shape key to change Gregor's inside of the clothes there, so that it's it shrinks, so that it doesn't clip through the clothes like that. And not because that's just really distracting sometimes. So I add this just so it can turn off the inside, just shrink it so that it won't clip through his clothes. But yeah, I'm not really sure yet how I'm gonna be doing his clothes for the final animation. I'm probably gonna be using cloth simulation, but my experience with applying cloth simulation on this, on Gregor here is, they're not really that great looking when I did it, and I have to bump up the quality of the simulation, which my laptop can't handle. So that I'm probably gonna be relying on the clothes rig, or probably do some little cloth simulation. But yeah, I'm gonna make that my problem once I reach that point. Right now I'm focusing on the animations, just the movements and stuff of the characters for episode 1. So yeah, I think this is good. I'm just gonna try and change the angle of the camera here, because I really want to be able to. Okay, I'm gonna Alt-R, because the rotation is already kind of off for me. This would be should be framed nicely so that the artwork would look nice. It's kind of like a screenshot of a movie or something. But yeah, I really want to be able to like I really want to see adaptations of the books. So they'd be great, like visually, like to transform them visually, to see the creatures and the whole thing. Just imagine it in my head, but to actually see it. That's what I really want to see. That's why I've been waiting for like an adaptation of this ever since I've read the books. Because it would be really awesome to see the characters come to life. But the adaptations are not being made, so I decided to make them myself. And hopefully I succeed. But yeah, I'm also trying to hopefully be able to reach a point where I can pitch this idea to a producer or something, or to like just buy the rights of the books so that I can officially make adaptations myself. But right now it's just a fan project. But yeah, hopefully someday I'd be able to do that. If no one else would dare, then I would definitely do it if I can, if I'm able, and like buy the rights for the book and properly make a series. Because yeah, the whole book is probably gonna work as a series than a film, than a feature-length film. It's probably gonna work as a series better, I think. But yeah, that's just a dream. Hopefully I'll be able to get there. Yeah, let's just finish posing him around right here. Boots is gonna be right behind him on like a baby backpack thingy that I don't know how it will exactly look like, because the baby backpack is like an Underland version of it, like a Regalian version. So yeah, I think we're good here. I think this pose is already awesome. Okay, it's looking at. There's gonna be one rat right here, and one rat right here, because there's two rats. They're Fanger and Shed. Maybe I'm gonna keep. Maybe like angle his body like that. And then he's gonna use Ard. Yeah, The Witcher. Yeah, Gregor is probably more deadlier than The Witcher. Because he's got this thing. The Rager. And he's probably gonna win a fight versus Geralt. So yeah, I'm not really sure yet if the pose is great. Okay, I'm gonna use grease pencil and try and draw the other elements here, just so you could kind of see what we're dealing with here. So I'm gonna be putting a grease pencil right here, right in front of him. Right there. Yeah, I guess that will work. Probably not. Okay. No. Like, right there. Right here. Just down there. So. Okay, maybe that'll work. Okay. So I'm gonna draw, like, layout this thing, so that we can kind of have a clearer view of what we're trying to aim here. So I'm just gonna create a new material for the grease pencil, make it blue. I actually got this like blue for sketching thing from my friend. His name Aculus in his social media accounts. He's actually a really great artist too. He's making some Warframe stuff right now, I think. Yeah, this blue sketch pencil thingy I got it from him. And I've been using it ever since. Because it's got like an actual blue pencil for sketching, which he used back when we're still at school. So yeah, let's just draw like the arms right here. Right, that's too thick. The radius, oh, Control Z too far. So yeah, I'm just gonna reduce the radius, probably about 15. Just to 15 still too great. Did I Control Z too far? No. Just part of the arm here, I guess, and claws. Just a very rough drawing. These are rat claws. Right there. Another one. Right here. Like that. It's gonna be fur here. Fur of the rat, and then you can kind of see the claw, a silhouette of the claw. And then he'll be wearing, boots. There's gonna be a backpack behind him. Boots leg can be probably seen right here. And there. And she's asleep. Yep, not a native, and not English is not our native language, so sometimes I still have the Filipino accent slipping here and there. But yeah, some of the Filipino guys that watch my videos often commend my English speaking skills. Yeah, the boots is gonna be there. I think my English is great, as in the Filipino standards, but I don't think it is. Sometimes Filipino accent still slips in, which is nice, because one of our heroes once said that anyone who doesn't turn or acknowledge his own native tongue is much worse than a rotten fish. That's probably a bad translation, but I don't think it means that if you're speaking in English you're a rotten fish, or speaking a different language you're a rotten fish. I don't think it means that. It just means that if you don't if you don't acknowledge where you're from, or your own language, you're worse than a rotten fish. It's a quote from our national hero. But he said it in Filipino, of course. Ang di marunong magmahal sa sariling wika. Is that how it goes? Di marunong magmahal sa sariling wika ay higit pa sa isang mabaho at malansang isda. Anyways, I actually have projects planned that would be using the Filipino language. I have a film idea that will be in Filipino. So yeah, most of my original films are in Filipino. So yeah, that'll be happening soon. And I also have a plan of when I'm working on those projects, I'll also be speaking in Filipino in the Journey to Awesomeness videos. With subtitles, of course. But yeah, we have our sketch here of what this might look like for the final. So I'll be putting boots here, and then I'll be modeling the bag, the baby bag, whatever it's called. I don't know how to really model it, so it's probably going to be a janky bag. But yeah, Boots is going to be sleeping behind him on the bag. And then the rats will be right in front of him. You can kind of see the silhouette And there's the claw. And I won't be modeling the whole rat, just this part, because that would take too much time, and I don't really need it. And I'm not really at that point yet where I'm modeling the rat. So yeah, excuse me. So yeah, you can kind of see here now what I'm trying to aim for. So I'm gonna just go back to object mode, and I'm going to turn on the rule of thirds. See, sometimes even if I want to divert, from the usual, I still want to follow the rules sometimes. And one of the rules that I want to follow is the rule of thirds, or the golden triangles. I'm gonna try golden triangles. I'm gonna try. So yeah, that's gonna parallax boots behind him, but that's fine, I guess. I'm gonna try look at the center as well. No, that's gonna be confusing now. I'm gonna go back to thirds. Yeah, I guess it's fine to put. Or do I have to put them right here? Just slightly at the left side there, and probably Dutch angle this a bit. Maybe in Control Z that Dutch angle. We're gonna be changing this a lot throughout this whole process, especially once I'm done like putting all the elements together. I'm gonna be changing the angle a lot, but yeah, I guess I'm gonna keep going for. Okay, I'm gonna set the passer part out. Oh, passe, not passer. I've always read it as passer, but it's actually passe part out, which actually means this whole thing outside of the camera here. So I'm just gonna set that to 1, so I can just focus on what's in the frame. So yeah, I think that's nice. Let's try moving it downwards. No. Oh yes. Or no? Yeah, we're really gonna be changing this a lot. But yeah, I think that's great. Should I Dutch angle it? Dutch angle. I'm calling it Dutch angle, but I'm not sure if I'm right. Oh yeah, maybe Dutch angling this would be nice. No. Let's cancel that. Let's just stick with this for now. And follow the rule of thirds for now. I'm gonna try following the golden triangle and Dutch it a little bit. Dutch it, or just crooked. Dutch angle, I think, means like, the camera's like kind of crooked, not the usual normal camera on a tripod thing. But yeah, Dutch angling it may work. There's gonna be fire right here, lighting up his face. So the main focus would be right here. I want to put the focus right here, and just have the fire support that. We'll see. Let's see. Let's just keep going for now. But yeah, this angle is already looking nice, I think. Okay, let's do this. Let's keep going. The next thing I'm going to do is I think I'm gonna stop here. This is gonna be the first part of the series, just posting him and layout and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna stop here, and tomorrow probably next part will be coming. And yeah, we're gonna be modeling the elements next. I'm gonna be modeling probably the clothes first, the underland clothes, which is going to be blue, and I plan to have it V-necked, and then the backpack, and I'm gonna do the rats last. So yeah, that's all for this part. See you on the next part.